Give a call to the honourable member for Corangamite.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Treasurer. What does the passage of the Albanese Labor government's cost of living tax cuts mean for working Australians and our economy, and what obstacles were overcome?
Give a call to the Treasurer.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and I want to thank the member for Corangamite, not just for her question, but for voting this morning to ensure that every Australian taxpayer gets a tax cut on the 1st of July, and more than that, Mr Speaker, for ensuring that 85% of her own community, taxpayers in her own community, get a bigger tax cut to help with the cost of living. I'm very pleased and very proud to say, Mr Speaker, that today Labor's cost of living tax cuts passed this House. And this means that Australian workers are now one step closer to a bigger tax cut for more people to help with the cost of living. It means all 13.6 million Australian taxpayers can now look forward to a tax cut on the 1st of July. It means 11.5 million of them can look forward to a bigger tax cut on the 1st of July. Now, Mr Speaker, we did this for the truckies and for the teachers. We did it for the steel workers and the health workers. We did it for the nurses and the plumbers. We did it to support every Australian who works hard to provide for their loved ones and to get ahead. And we did it because we know people are under pressure from higher interest rates and persistent inflation and global economic uncertainty. And we saw the consequences of those three things in the jobs numbers which came out this morning, Mr Speaker. Now, we saw unemployment tick up to 4.1%, and nobody likes to see that, Mr Speaker, but we need some perspective here. As the member for Parramatta said in his contribution a moment ago, average unemployment under this government is 3.6%. Average unemployment under those opposite, 5.6%, Mr Speaker, 2 percentage points different. 650,000 jobs created under this Prime Minister. The fastest job growth compared to any major advanced economy in that period, Mr Speaker. And so what we're seeing in the economy is unemployment which has ticked up today, but which is still extraordinarily low by historical standards. And what we saw today in the unemployment data makes our strategy even more important. Ease the pressure on people, repair the budget and invest in the future of the economy. And the tax cuts are central to this strategy. They are relief, they are reform and they are responsible. They're better for Middle Australia and better for the economy. And they lay bare, Mr Speaker, the main difference between this side of the House and that side of the House. Mr Speaker, we want more people to earn more and to keep more of what they earn. Those opposite want people working longer for less. And after all of their whimpering, Mr Speaker, after all their whimpering and all of their whinging, that's what this boils down to, Mr Speaker. First they rolled over and now they want to roll back, Mr Speaker. And the difference is we genuinely care about the cost of living pressures that people confront. We're doing something about it, even if they couldn't give a stuff.